Hello, and thank you for checking back in with us. My name is JJ, head of production at Iceblock, and today we are doing a Q&A. We got a Q in, and I'm very excited to A it. The question that we got is, what exactly is the Perpetual Film Festival? And to answer this question, I'd like to go through a series of different possible ways that you could frame the Perpetual Film Festival. We're going to take a look at the cynic's view, the optimist's view, the filmmaker's view, Iceblock's personal view, and also my actual personal view of what the Perpetual Film Festival is and why we do it. In its most simple terms, Perpetual Film Festival is a series on our website of short films that other people make that we think are awesome and we feature. Now, from a cynic's perspective, this might just look like a crummy, stupid blog. And we are only doing it to fill content because we don't create enough content to make our website worth going to. Valid points, all of them. I disagree with most of them, and we'll get to that in a bit. A more optimistic way to frame this is that it's a feature on our website that you can check out to view a fresh film. We try to we try to post something every day. Some unique film. Of course, there are days we miss because we're overwhelmed with production demands, but as much as we can, we post a new film daily. We go to Vimeo, we go to YouTube, we go to the usual outlets, and we look for something unique, something creative, something that we haven't seen before, something that kind of makes us turn our heads and raise our eyebrows. Preferably one at a time, because both eyebrows raised simultaneously signify less intrigue than one eyebrow raised individually. If you are a filmmaker, the Perpetual Film Festival is a place where your work can get some exposure. I won't lie to you, at the time of publishing this video, if you were to look at the traffic numbers on iceblock.tv, you probably wouldn't be pooing in your pants, but still it's a nice place. It's a nice website. We think it's a very nice website, and to have your film on that website, it might give you a good feeling. So, we honestly hope it does. If it doesn't, please feel free to contact us and we'll take it down immediately. From the Iceblock perspective, the Perpetual Film Festival was started because we wanted to actively stay abreast of what was happening in the independent film production community. We really wanted to have daily homework that we had to go out and screen a couple short films, try to find something that was awesome, something that popped, and then publish it and directly email the person who published it so that they would be aware of the fact that they were on our radar. And then hopefully we'd be on their radar in a small way. And that over time, these little blips over all of the radars around the world, maybe it would increase the notoriety of Iceblock a little bit. Now, I'd like to step back from my professional role for a minute and speak personally. I make movies, we make movies, but also I make movies. We make music, but also I make music. We do photography, but also I do photography. And anyone who works in freelance, actually, let me pull back. I don't think it's strictly confined to freelance. I think anybody who works in any business at all gets this kind of tight clench in their chest anytime they see somebody else doing what they do, but better. And I am no exception to this rule. When I see somebody else making a movie, even if it's a really crappy movie, I still feel this very deep tinge of jealousy. And if it's a good movie, well, just forget it. I internally lose my mind, try to keep a cool exterior, but I think this is something that we all feel. This is something that we all experience. And the Perpetual Film Festival, when I was cooking it up, the original idea was, let's just not only avoid engaging in those feelings of jealousy, but let's do the opposite of what we think we should do. And what I feel like I should do when I see a really good movie on Vimeo is write it off for whatever reason. So maybe it's a beautiful animation film, but they used crummy vector backgrounds instead of really beautiful hand-drawn backgrounds, and then I can just say, oh well the backgrounds blow, so this movie blows. But that's not true. The backgrounds are contradictory to what I would do, but that doesn't mean the movie blows. Perpetual Film Festival makes me watch it and see the merits of it and not let myself write the entire film off over something arbitrary that I instinctually choose because I don't want other people to be doing a better job than I'm doing. Not only that, once I've watched the films and taken them as they are and found the excellent points, the really beautiful points, not only do I have to accept the good points, but then the next part of the homework is to do a description of the film that frames it as kindly and praises the film as nakedly as I can, that goes right for what I thought was a really, really good feature of the film, and then discusses it on a public forum. This is what I loved, and now it's in print, and I have to stand by it as long as that is published. And then the next phase of this exercise is to directly email the creator of that video and tell them that I liked their work and that I liked it so much that we featured it on our website. Now, the idea there is that featuring what is ostensibly your competition's finest work on your website is something that's not very common in this industry. If it is, I haven't seen much of it, but that might be my own blinders, that I'm too busy looking for movies and not looking for other exhibitors of movies. But I don't feel like that's the common reaction. If you're a filmmaker and you see something that kind of knocks your socks off, the typical reaction, especially if you're amateur, and even as you're making the transition from amateur to freelance to incorporated anywhere along that spectrum, the reaction is to write the film off and to write the filmmakers off. And for me personally, Perpetual Film Festival was a strategy to break those habits in myself. I hope that this long and winding explanation was not too long or too winding. Thank you for your question, and thank you for watching. Please, everybody, stay well and healthy. Bye.